Well, good morning. As Pastor Fred said, welcome to the church at St. Charles. Just please feel welcomed here and just know that you're at home with brothers and sisters who love you in the Lord. I have a few things to share with you this morning. First would be the wonderful luncheon right after the worship service this morning, welcoming Samantha back from the mission field. And she's going to be sharing some of the wonderful things that she saw and the experiences she had. So please join us in the fellowship hall right after the worship service. Secondly, the Holiday Fest 18 is rapidly getting here. It's going to be this coming weekend, Friday and Saturday. B. Matthews has all the details. We would surely like to get a count of how many people are coming out so we can prepare enough food and have all the supplies in place. So that's going to be a blessed event with young people sharing their love in music. So please, that's the Holiday Fest this weekend coming up. That's going to be Friday and Saturday. The third thing I want to talk to you about is our business meeting. That's going to be next Sunday at 6 p.m. A lot of important things are going on in our church, so please just save some time for that and come out and hear what's going on in your church. The next thing I want to share with you, as I was thinking about the business meeting and how busy we get this time of year, loved ones, please don't allow distractions to take your mind off what this season of Advent is all about. It's a season of waiting. And I wanted to share with you something from my morning devotional. It says that many of us have been blessed with the story and being familiar with the story of the gospel of Jesus Christ because God's love has been lavished on us. But becoming familiar with something often can do bad things. Often, when we become familiar with something, we begin to take it for granted. When we're familiar with things, we quit examining them. Often, when we're familiar with things, we quit noticing them. When we're familiar with things, we tend not to celebrate them as we once did. Familiarity tends to rob us of our wonder, and here's what's important about this. What has captured the wonder of our hearts will control the way we live. He gives a brief example. Did I put anybody to sleep yet? Come on now, wake up, church. Here's an example. Pretend you've moved to a new neighborhood, and the first morning when you go out to walk your dog, you come across a beautiful rose garden that's been planted in the neighborhood. And although Fido's yanking at your leash, you just stand there because you're blown away at the display of early morning beauty right there before you. You can't wait to get home and tell your family what you've discovered. And you're excited about taking them there too so they can see it. But as you walk by that garden day after day, something begins to happen in you. Within a few weeks, you walk by without even stopping. Oh my, familiarity has done this to you. What you once celebrated, you now don't even notice. And the author says, sadly, many of us aren't gripped by the magnificent events and the truths about the birth of Jesus anymore. Sadly, many of us are no longer gripped by wonder as we consider what this story tells us about the character and the plan of God. Oh, I don't want to go on too much longer, but what happens is we walk by the garden of the Incarnation, but we don't even see the roses of grace anymore. Our eyes have grown lazy and our hearts have grown cold. Oh, loved ones, in this season of waiting, let's find a way to express the love of Jesus to other people. Maybe we can find a way to help folks or even just say hi to them. It'll mean all the world. It'll mean all the world to them. Let me turn your attention now to the pulpit where Brother Ted's going to come up and speak to us about something else beautiful about this Christmas season. So I love you. Have a wonderful day of worship and prepare your hearts for the wondrous grace of the Advent season. Brother Ted, it's all you now, brother.